Well, we have officially kicked off a new year. We are in 2026, and for the first month of the year, we get a monthly check-in with Mayor Tim Kelly. Mayor Kelly, thank you so much for making the time to be here and telling us what's going on in the city.
Thank you, Amelia.
So tell me a little bit about, we have a whole lot of things to cover and just some things that are already going on, just now talking about in county commission, city council, all those things. Tell me about specifically a few projects. Erlanger Park we want to start with.
Well, it's on track. You know, we're really looking forward to watching the first pitch happen there with the lookouts this year. And again, I think for people, when they do see it, the park itself is just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a work of art in and of itself, because it's such an example of historic preservation, preserving all that old steel mill property, and so it's something that every Chattanoogan is going to be really proud of.
Something else outdoorsy wise, maybe not for the sports fans or people who like to get their steps in or just go and explore the city, Walnut Street Bridge.
Yep, also opening in 26. We're not going, there's no wood around here. I'm going to try the bottom of the table, but you know, on schedule. So that, again, Chattanoogans have been very, very patient. Waiting for that to happen. We created alternate paths, obviously, for people to use in the meantime, but again, another thing to look really forward to in 2026. It's coming.
That's been a big thing for a lot of people, too, because when it was taken away, I think a lot of people were upset by it, but they knew that it was necessary.
Well, it was. I mean, again, once we're done, it'll be in good shape for another 50 years, and it's one of those difficult things that I promised to do coming into office. It had to be done, but when it's done, people are going to be thrilled.
Something else, more in the tech world of things, quantum tech. There is so much future here with EPB and Vanderbilt in general. Tell me more about that.
Well, I think a lot of people missed that announcement, but Vanderbilt is going to establish a graduate school here with a lot of doctoral and postdoctoral students, you know, 200-300, maybe as many as 500.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big, big deal, and they will complement UTC and UTC's quantum research and really kind of help build out our research ecosystem around quantum computing. And you'll see a lot more important news around quantum computing, which is really an important economic development story, because it's going to bring a lot of high-wage jobs to Chattanooga.
Something else we want to talk about, bringing jobs, bringing housing, affordable housing.
Yeah, again, we continue to make progress on affordable housing. We just had a meeting with our faith leaders locally. The McClellan Foundation's been great with helping us to provide them with technical assistance so they can figure out how to do affordable housing, but we've got a bunch of other projects that are happening. If you look around town, you can see these projects going up.
Sure.
The Aspero project on 14th, which is permanent supportive housing, will be completed this year. So we're making, you know, you're hearing a lot more of that in the news, in the national news. People are realizing, like, this is a big problem. We in Chattanooga are well ahead of the curve in terms of affordable housing.
And well ahead of the curve, or well ahead of the track. Talking about passenger rails, what does that look like?
Well, look, it's been a priority for Amtrak for quite some time to get passenger rail from Chicago all the way down through Atlanta. Well, they have to come through Chattanooga either way. So we will be leading the rail compact to create passenger rail from Nashville through Chattanooga to Atlanta. And we've got, you know, the train is gaining speed. And again, this won't be new track, so it should happen sooner rather than later. But we have the example in Virginia and North Carolina where they've already done it successfully. So it can be done, and we're looking very forward to that. It may not happen while I'm still in office, but we're going to work as hard as we can to see that it does.
Something that you're kind of looking forward maybe 5-7 years in advance.
Yes.
It's still going to be a huge resource in addition to our area.
Yep.
Something else travel-wise, Newark, New Jersey was just added as a flight to the Chattanooga airport. What do you think that's going to be an economic advantage?
I mean, look, New York has long been our top destination market for business and leisure. And so this gives us another way to get there. Newark is an easy train ride into lower Manhattan. So obviously we've got the LaGuardia flight back, and a lot of people love that through Delta, but this is through United, so it's another way to go. Should bring fares down. Still working hard on that Denver flight. I hear about that all the time. I'll be, you know, not resting till that one's done. But this is a big deal because there are a ton of connections internationally through Newark as well.
Absolutely, and it's so much easier to travel, at least I think, from Chattanooga through some of the other huge airlines out here.
We have now people traveling to Chattanooga rather than go to those places, which is why you're seeing them having to add a whole nother parking deck out there, which is great. So the plan is definitely working.
It definitely is working. Something else, day of service right around the corner is going to be MLK Day. It's coming up this Monday. Tell me about what you guys have planned for that.
Well, we have, you know, as we always do, we have a community-wide day of service to pay tribute to Dr. King. You can go to the city website and register to volunteer. We have the Department of Community Development is going to host projects at Midtown City Hall campus, which is at Eastgate, also at Eastlake Community Center. So yeah, if you want to volunteer and haven't been able to, go to the website and you can sign up to volunteer.
In addition to that, talking about more of the travel safety, roadway safety, specifically in the city and the UTC, area. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we got a $1 million grant. Mina Sartipi and her team there have done some incredible work around pedestrian safety and using technology. So this grant, when federal funding, is going to support a new roadway safety design platform, which is complementing already what we're doing with a comprehensive safety action plan downtown. So Dr. Sartipi's team and the CUIP are going to help combine intersection level data with roadway imagery, and it's very high tech stuff.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is it's going to increase pedestrian safety further downtown.
Well, I think there's a lot on your plate. There always is. But I feel like this whole beginning of the year, any other last things you wanted to know before we're heading into this rest of the year?
No, I mean, again, this is shaping up to be a banner year for Chattanooga, so it's going to be an exciting time to be here.
If people want to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Our newsletter, which is very popular, is mayor.chattanooga.gov or just chattanooga.gov. There's the website up on the screen.
Well, Mayor Kelly, always a pleasure to have you here in our studio. Thank you for making a few minutes here with us. If you want to learn more about what's going on directly in our city, go and visit their website, chattanooga.gov, for the latest information. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Chat. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.